Show. We protect your digital identity. Have after-school fun.
Snack time, now nap time.
And learn how fingernails can help your health.
We examine their nails and incidentally find this because it's subtle.
Plus, have a terrific time with Daniel Tiger.
I just can't go to school tomorrow.
But first, why money matters in your relationship. It's your life, it's your list, and it starts right now.
Hey everyone, I'm Christina Guerrero.
And I'm Jimmy Rhodes. And money issues are unavoidable and have a huge impact, sometimes obvious, sometimes less so, on every aspect of our lives.
So how come something this important can sometimes be so tough to talk about with the person you're closest to, your life partner?
Well, we have tips on how to have that big money talk, and that's our featured story at the top of the list.
You know your significant other's hopes and dreams, love languages, and family history, but talking about finances can still make you squirm.
The reality is that money triggers emotions like guilt, fear, doubt, worry, even shame in all of us, and that's what makes people hesitate even initiating the discussion.
Eleni Anastos, business and finance strategist, shares 3 tips on how to have the big money talk with your partner. Right off the top, get real about money.
You're getting crystal clear on your desired outcome financially and emotionally before that conversation.
That's because any lack of clarity might trigger unwanted emotional responses. Be crystal clear, but tread lightly when it comes to discussing your goals, because how mutual money is used is a sensitive subject.
Do you want to talk about strategies for paying down debt? Do you want to talk about investing in your own business? Do you want to help your partner and create a way to save more money for your future?
Eleni says you don't want to bring any guilt or shame from past financial decisions into the future. No, I told you so's. What's done is done.
Because you both might want the same thing, but have an entirely different idea of what it's going to take to get there.
When you have that conversation, you want someone to lead, but not dominate.
You definitely don't want your partner to feel intimidated in this process.
Once you get to what you feel is a comfortable spot,
check in for agreement with your partner before you move on.
Mirror back what they're saying so they feel heard.
Then you can repeat highlights to make sure you're both on the same page.
From this comes Eleni's final tip: agree on action steps.
So outline 2 to 3 choices for moving forward and resolving the situation. And any options presented should be very specific, stated in the positive, and able to be completed by both partners.
For example, if you both want to save more for the future, agree to keep a spending diary for 1 month.
Then you set a specific day and time to meet, review those diaries, and see if there are any spending habits that you can change so you can add more to your savings for your future.
Since money will inevitably be a part of your life,
if you're avoiding having those conversations with your partner, it's going to create a lot of stress
and could take a toll on your relationship.
This makes it even more important to develop the confidence and the skills you need to have positive, proactive conversations with your partner now and in the future.
Advice couples can bank on at the top of the list.
Nearly a quarter of Americans have had at least one of their social media accounts hacked. And worst case scenario, that means criminals can get info like passwords and family photos. But no need to panic, because Teresa Strasser looks at how the big companies like TikTok are stepping up their security.
Social media is all about fun and staying in touch with friends and family, but cyber criminals are always lurking.
They're in essence victimizing us, and so it's important for us, to protect ourselves.
Andy Bonillo, TikTok's interim head of U.S. data security, shares some ways we can avoid being hacked, and it starts with 2-factor authentication. This means you need a password and a separate security token. This could be in the form of a fingerprint, Face ID, or the service can send you a text code only available to you via your smartphone.
2-factor verification eliminates a lot of cybersecurity issues, not just in TikTok, and that applies to you operating any of your online devices.
And it applies to almost every service you can think of, from shopping and banking to sportsbook sites. Now that you have 2 factors set up, it's time for a complex password, our next social media security tip.
My mom got hacked a couple years back on Facebook, and the first thing I asked her was, well, what's your password?
Facebook provides a great example of this that is easy to remember. Simply think of a phrase connected to a powerful memory, like in this example from an employee's trip with his mom.
I just asked her, what's the longest you've ever been stuck on a plane? And she said 7 hours before we took off to go to Hawaii. And I said, great, let's use that. We have the number 7 in there. We took the H in Hawaii, we made it capitalized.
Having upper and lowercase letters is great, and along with numbers, special symbols are also required for many sites.
We took the A of Hawaii, we made a little @ symbol, exclamation point at the end, because it was the longest day ever for her.
Andy's next social media security tip is all about keeping your smartphone, computers, and tablets set to auto-update.
You really want to get those latest security updates from all the vendors. There's a lot of great security researchers out there, and companies spend a lot of time and energy, just like we do at TikTok, trying to understand what gaps may exist.
Auto-updates are great from the standpoint you don't have to remember to do anything.
We want to make sure that when we push those updates out, you get them as well.
For more resources, TikTok has partnered with the Global Cybersecurity Alliance that provides great tips for you and your family.
And we created a step-by-step toolkit with them to help people protect online profiles. And so not just how to protect their TikTok account, but how to protect their online personas and their other online accounts.
See their website for more info. Keeping everything from Facebook to TikTok on lock with cybersecurity awareness.
When you get a checkup, your doctor usually takes your temperature and checks your blood pressure, but Hattie D. Jamal learned there's another way to gauge your health, and it's right at your fingertips.
Our fingers come in handy when getting someone's attention and giving directions, but experts say our fingernails can also point to potential health problems.
For some skin diseases, nail findings can be one piece of the puzzle that can aid in getting a diagnosis.
To learn which nail issues to watch out for, we turn to dermatologist Dr. Leah Swanson at the Mayo Clinic. First on her list, pitting, which is fine pinpoint depressions across the nail.
Pitting can be seen in a couple different skin conditions, including psoriasis and an autoimmune form of hair loss. More frequently, patients are seen for hair loss or a rash, and then we examine their nails and incidentally find this because it's subtle.
Next up, clubbing. That's when the tip of the finger is enlarged, causing an overcurvature of the nail. She says this can happen when your oxygen is low.
Like congenital heart disease and also cystic fibrosis. It can also be seen with some systemic inflammatory conditions like inflammatory bowel disease.
And next, a horizontal line across your nail is called a Bow's line. If you have it on one fingernail, an injury probably caused it.
If Bow's lines affect all of the fingernails, more likely there was a systemic cause. Systemic causes could be things like infection, fever, or systemic medications like chemotherapy.
Next, half and half nails are when there is a pale or white discoloration on the nail half closest to the cuticle.
This can be seen in patients with chronic kidney disease. Something else that we see when the white or pale discoloration affects almost the entire nail, that can be associated with long-standing liver disease or liver cirrhosis, and that's called Terry's nails.
Finally, what if your nails have ridges like this? She says not to worry, that's normal.
There can be longitudinal ridging or fissures that occur across the length of the nail. These are usually fairly shallow and they affect all nails to a minor degree, and that can be common with aging.
Dr. Swanson says overall, don't worry too much about your nails.
If there's something that is new and bothersome or uncomfortable to you, then I would bring it up with your maybe primary care doctor or a dermatologist who has a little bit more expertise in the nails.
Scratching the surface of our health through our fingernails.
Still to come on the list.
You can choose your favorite animal.
A camel.
Make snack time fun for your kids.
A+.
And discover the secret ingredient in these beauty products.
As I was growing up, I found my love for hair and makeup.
Plus,
it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor.
See where Daniel Tiger got his start.
Somebody had given me this little tiger puppet.
Next on the list.
Welcome back, friends. All right, by now, most kids are already weeks into the school year, my kid included. Jimmy, you thought adulting was hard, but this third grade math situation has me all kinds of confused.
Well, just imagine what it must be like for your actual third grader,
True.
KG. Now, if you want all that math and science to really sink in, you have to keep their growing brains nourished.
That's why Jackie Danker is teaching us how to prep tasty and healthy snacks that'll keep kiddos going all day long.
School is back in session.
Lunches are being packed, and what do kids love? Snacks.
So,
I got a couple snacks for us today.
we turned to second grade teacher at Great Hearts Archway Veritas in Phoenix, Arizona, Skylar Marois, for a lesson in making some tasty treats.
And maybe if it looks fun, we can like sneak in some veggies in there too.
Always, yeah. Fruit and veggies.
Yeah, just...
We're kicking things off with chocolate banana bites. Grab a banana, some melted chocolate, almond slices, and some coconut flakes.
So start by peeling that banana.
Cut half-inch slices.
Perfect.
All right.
Choose your favorite one, whichever one you like the most.
Well, there's no favorites in school, right?
No,
but
no
in
such
snack
thing.
time.
There can be.
Drop your slice of choice into melted chocolate.
Dunk time.
Yep.
Roll it around in there, and now for the sliced almonds and unsweetened coconut flakes.
Sprinkle right on top.
That was the bath. This is the shower.
Yes.
Okay.
Love that.
This could be educational.
And that's all she wrote.
Oh, wow.
Next, we're noshing on a trip to the zoo.
Class trip!
Class trip to the zoo without going anywhere. It's kind of a classic ant analog, except for we're using animal crackers instead of ants.
Because why not?
Why not?
Cut a celery stalk in half, then grab your peanut butter of choice, which Skylar puts in a piping bag because
It just makes it more fun. So you can do little squigglies.
Yeah.
A+.
then grab some animal crackers,
You can choose your favorite animal.
A camel.
drop some raisins or another animal on there, and voila.
The nostalgia.
Yep, I love it.
Finally, a rice cake owl. For this one, you'll need rice cakes, Cheerios, peanut butter, bananas, carrots, and blueberries.
Let's take a rice cake and we're just gonna lather it with some peanut butter.
You can use any kind you'd like. Then for the eyes, a couple of banana slices.
Look at him.
Cut thin slices of apple for the wings.
Oh gosh. You're a very patient teacher. Thank you.
So what you're gonna do for your feathers, some little Cheerios.
Cheerios.
A bit of carrot for the nose.
And then last but not least, we have little blueberry eyeballs.
It's the
So
teacher's
cute.
pet.
And enjoy.
Mr. Owl, I'm sorry. He's gotta get eaten at some point, right?
Snack time, now nap time.
We're getting gold stars today for making 3 delicious and fun snacks.
Well, recent research says that Hispanic-owned businesses have grown more than 40% in the past decade. And to continue celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, we are looking at a few Latinx-owned businesses that are using their culture as inspiration for their companies. Coming in at number 1 is Lil Libros.
We created Little Libros because growing up, we did not see ourselves in children's books. And now that we have children of our own, we want to create a world where their existence is validated.
Patty Rodriguez and Ariana Stein began their business in 2014 with one mission:
To encourage parents to read to their children at the earliest age and ensure that our future generations learn about other cultures.
They offer a variety of books celebrating Latin American culture and important figures in its history.
It's not just about creating books, but about empowering an entire community.
For more info, visit lillibros.com. All right, next up, Araceli Beauty.
So when I was about 5 years old, my parents moved my whole family to the U.S. for a better life. And as I was growing up, I found my love for hair and makeup.
Araceli launched her business in 2018 after realizing her culture wasn't being represented in the beauty industry.
I wanted to create something that not only identified with my culture, but as a consumer, it was also very important to me that it be affordable with great quality products.
Her brand offers all kinds of beauty products that all have one thing in common: the ingredients are regionally sourced from Mexico.
We also incorporated tequiliana leaf extract. from the agave plant into each of our powders.
For more info, visit aracelibeauty.com. All right, last on our list is Miel Oro.
A Latina-owned fine jewelry company. We provide jewelry pieces that celebrate your identity and your style.
Rosalinda Diaz found her business after finding inspiration within her own family.
My mom and all of my tias, they were always wearing beautiful fine jewelry. Growing up watching these powerful and strong women really in my life wearing their jewelry and loving to style themselves with the jewelry really stuck with me.
Her collection offers necklaces, bracelets, rings, and anklets that are made with solid gold materials.
Quick jewelry check. I'm wearing the pearl huggies. I'm wearing the new diamond studs that are going to be launching with the new collection.
So beautiful. To know more, visit mieloro.com. And those are some amazing Latinx-owned businesses that are breaking barriers. Lots more to come on the list. Stay with us.
We have a list of foods from lifetime fitness trainer and nutritionist Ashley Diachetes that could help you look and feel younger. First, salmon.
Salmon is really, really rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Really good for brain health. They do really good things for your eyes.
Second, pomegranate.
It's actually a superfood. It's got punic acid in it, which is really good for reducing the inflammation in your body.
And third, avocado.
A really great source of omega-3, but it also has vitamin E in it, and it's really good for fine lines and wrinkles.
For more list tips, head to thelisttv.com.
We are back, and today's watch list is a celebration of sorts. Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood is the #1 rated show for preschoolers, and it's reaching a big milestone. So we are looking at some fascinating facts behind its success.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor.
This is the modern version of Daniel Tiger. He's celebrating his 10th anniversary on air, but you may remember him as the lovable but nervous puppet from an iconic children's show.
Because of the great work that Mr. Rogers did, and it is our hope to build upon his legacy.
But I just can't go to school tomorrow.
Executive producer Angela C. Santamero and supervising producer Chris Loggins share some fascinating facts about this sweet little tiger, beginning with his origin story.
Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood's inspired by Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and so all of the characters from the neighborhood of make-believe have all grown up, and they all have preschoolers of their own.
When Daniel Tiger made his first appearance on the Children's Corner in 1954, he lived in a cuckoo clock.
How do you do? How do you do?
Somebody had given me this little tiger puppet. I pushed it through the clock and said,
Hi, Josie. It's 5:02 and Columbus discovered America in 1492.
After that introduction, Daniel Tiger and his friends made the jump to the now legendary Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor.
And the way he addressed some common fears may have helped kids with their own.
I've never seen a tiger that looks like me.
Next, Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood is all about teaching kid-friendly lessons.
Since Prince Tuesday is away at college, he can't come babysit you. A new babysitter is coming.
Oh, right. But I don't want a new babysitter.
We tackle big feelings and big challenges that preschoolers have every day.
That makes me so mad. Roar!
The cartoon even tackled the anxious feelings kids have when getting dropped off for school.
So you'll come back?
I will come back.
Grr. Okay.
And sometimes there's lessons for grown-ups too.
Our favorite story is when a child will tell their parent, take a deep breath and count to 4.
When you feel so mad that you wanna roar, take a deep breath and count to 4.
At the tail end of our celebration of Daniel Tiger's anniversary are the diverse characters in the show.
Your turn. Meow! Thanks, Miss Elena.
We want to be thoughtful about using the resources that we have available in making the show to make sure that all kids can see themselves positively represented.
Hey there, Daniel. Good to see you.
Hi.
You can watch Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood streaming free on PBS Kids, celebrating 10 years of animated fun on the watch list.
So fun. Daniel is a favorite at our house. Such great lessons.
By any chance, do they have any lessons on how to wear your pants properly? Because apparently, a few of us have forgotten all about that.
Yes, to button or not to button your pants. That is the question that's last on our list. Stay with us. Welcome back, folks. All right, it is time for what's last on our list. Now, there are a few things more embarrassing than being told, hey, your fly is down. But you know, one man's embarrassing moment is another fashionista's moment to shine.
Okay, now, KG, I don't know that I would consider myself fashionable per se.
Okay, well, that's fine because I don't think anyone would consider you fashionable, but go on.
But I don't think I'm down with this new fashion trend. This is actually from the New York Times. She's come undone on purpose. The jeans of the young and stylish are unzipped, unbuttoned, and unbothered.
Yeah, so they lost me at young and fashionable. Young fashionables all across the country are unbuttoning their jeans, right? Okay, then they roll over the band, which I do after a big meal, but that's not why they're doing it.
According to the article, one reason might actually be nostalgia. Back in the early aughts, the fashion trend was low-rise jeans. So experts say it's kind of a nod to that trend, but without the full commitment.
Yes, now I was a low riser back in the day, and now 2 babies later, I am a proud high waister, thankful for each and every button holding me up and holding me in. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass on this trend.
Well, the upside to this fashion trend, now I have a good comeback. If somebody comes at me with, hey bro, your fly's down, I'll be like, it's fashion, bro. It's fashion.
And that's what's last on our list. Friends, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Tomorrow on the list, ways to keep the holiday blues at bay.
People need to stay active, be mindful,
and see what's headed into outer space. Plus,
people aren't what they seem.
Hot new shows coming to your TV this fall.
It's the only thing that'll save us all.
That's tomorrow, here on the list.